Now, I've had a few questions on jumper strategy and a few people asking how to get their power higher when jumping. So here's just a few notes of what I do. So the first thing we need to do is find a jump window. So in all the old kingdoms, events are always passing, KVKs are happening. My preference is, though, to have KVK1 in the background going on. Last time I jumped, I had the spring event going on, and then I have had jumps before. I didn't last time, but Past Glory Stage 3 is obviously fantastically important and quite easy to find and gives good rewards because 5 gold keys straight away, plus being able to get those universal golds. So let's just move on to setup for a moment. I always pop a farm account to go with my jumper account. The farm account will open up a private alliance for me so I can win the daily donations and save the 500 gems, obviously. Then I will also scout out another alliance that can be any to join, where I can leave my farm accounts alliance and get the talented commander buff to help when I'm farming barbarians. So let's have a look. So the strategy around the VIP shop is important. What's best if you can do it is if you start your jumper on a Sunday, clear the VIP shop, usually up to VIP 3 at that point. Then the Monday before you jump, you've got a VIP shop, hopefully up to about 6 now, and you clear that. And then at the end of your first week in the VIP kingdom will be a Monday, and it'll be very handy when that VIP shop refreshes. And you won't be up to 8, you'll be up to 7. I don't know what I was doing there. And then, of course, the daily donation rewards is to get the 8 hours every day of your jump. So you just get to the 10,000, then you can stop, rest, and get an easy 10,000 the next day. Then, of course, on the Monday, to have that 2 times 24 and that 8 hours just before you jump is fantastically important. I don't know what these big jumper alliances do, that they all get in the same alliance, but that's what I do. Let's just have a look at some of the basic strategy. So I will remember I'm in a KVK1 kingdom, so I need to get 30 million resources to benefit from that event being going on. So rush build siege workshop to level 7, rush build siege units 24k. I will use universal speed ups if I have to do that. This is especially important. For example, I've got a jumper account where the Spain event is going on and I need to get 5 million resources a day, and it's very difficult to do as a level 7 without rushing your siege units. But of course, that 5 million a day on the Spain event will give me a legendary head, which I can then swap for 50 points to spend on the Past Glory. Get your campaign to obviously 15 first day. A few days later, I can get it to 19, but that's using the 25% march buff and the 5% attack buff. Clear the map, obviously. Now, I am told that if you clear an odd map and then jump to an odd-numbered kingdom, then jump to an even-numbered kingdom, you can then clear the map again, but at a lower reward. So keep that in mind. Now, obviously, you won't be getting any helps because you're in a private alliance with just you and your farm. So when you want to get some helps for the daily quest, you can just join anyone can join alliances and take the helps and then immediately leave and go back to your alliance. Don't forget to use the talented buff when clearing your action points and your bonus 500 action points. That's the commander buff from the anyone can join alliances that you've managed to find where they have got that to 3 to 5. Now, obviously VIP to level 7, so you can buy the 8-hour speed ups by the end of the week. Usually actually I have to do that. I'll get to that maybe 2 or 3 days into the new kingdom, because obviously that's a lot of gems to be spent and you need some of the rewards from the city halls. Then really got to ask yourself what you want. So if you want gold heads, I would recommend that you jump to Past Glory Stage 1, which is not easy because you've got to generate a lot of resources to be able to participate in it. It's 300k food for one chest. And also keep in mind that Past Glory Stage 2 you can't compete in at all, because you're not in the Lost Kingdom. But then you will obviously build up a huge number of epic heads, including the epic heads you get free for your main epic, and you'll be able to convert those into coins and buy the universal gold heads that everybody wants, and give yourself a real start there. Now, if you want high power, I would jump to a kingdom where you already have an account, and then that account can help you farm level 25 barbarians. Obviously, you have to work your way up to level 25 barbarians, and it is a bit of a nuisance, but if you've got 2 devices, it can be easily done, or you have to switch between where you put your high level account attacks the level 25 barbarian, and then you have to quickly switch back to your jumper account, and then 2 marches attack the level 25 barbarian. And obviously, if you have Britain, or if your high level account has some lohars that you can run, you can obviously get thousands and thousands of experience points with the help of your higher account. You can also clear the sanctums, because again your higher level account will tank the sanctum, and then you just join in at the last minute with your level 7 jumper, and you'll be able to get insane amounts of XP. And obviously by the end of the week you should be able to get nearly 400,000k on your commander power. Now, if you're interested in long-term power, where you're not too bothered about hitting the 1.5 million first week, and you just want to be very powerful in the long run, then to obviously abuse the supply boxes by jumping to a kingdom on the first day of the supply box event, which is very easy to find because you can just track it off new kingdoms. And then day 5, you jump back to another kingdom, which has just started its supply boxes, and farm them for 8 days using the trick, especially made a lot easier now by the legendary British hero being given to you straight away. Then on day 9, obviously you go to your new kingdom, and then 7 or 8 days or 9 days into your new kingdom, you'll get the supply box event again. This will build up ginormous reserves for the future. Also, a huge number of gold keys. So I would say this is probably the real pro jumpers who sell their accounts on will be doing. They will jump to. They will just jump and keep doing the supply box event as much as they can in the first few days, and then probably build up the passports so that they can jump and get more supply boxes. Anyhow, let's go to things to keep in mind. So, why does the game let you do this? Why are we allowed to jump? Why are we allowed the massive head start? Why do they not fix the supply boxes? I'm sure they're aware of it, but you help them, because let's have a look at a new kingdom here. So it begins, there's a high spend, it goes quiet a little bit, but they're in around day 6 and 7 when there's a real push for power at the end of the first week, because the rewards to get in the top 10 are so huge. Of course, you put pressure on this. That if you're a free-to-play account and you're over 2 million power, you put pressure on this to 6 to 7 days. So at the start of the 6th day, last time I jumped, I was 9th, and I was going to get some gold heads. By the end of the day, I was 12th, and I assure you, the guys that pushed me into 12th had to spend, maybe £300 or £400 was spent pushing me into 12th. So it makes real money for them. It doesn't matter who creates a competition, but the competition creates the money. I personally don't build tier 2 troops anymore. They only help in the campaign, and they have no real function. And you will get higher power non-stop building tier 1s, especially if you want to hit the 1.5 million. And now this is really important. I see a lot of players not do this, but never start building the stables, the barracks, the archer range, the siege workshop, or the academy unless you've got the speed ups to finish it immediately. So, for example, let's say it takes to get the academy to level 16 or 17 takes 24 hours. If you have used up all your speed ups on other things, on city halls, such like, then you lose 24 hours of research whilst it's building. So that power ups, the speed ups you use for these buildings are a double bonus, because you will then be able to build the troops because you've speeded it up, or you'll be able to do the research because you speeded it up. Now, just a warning that high power in the first week can hurt you long term, because you'll have to rush the tier 3s to get the City Hall gem rewards so that you can keep buying the 8-hour speed ups to get the higher power. So think about it. I think personally you could reach the 1.5 million without hurting your account too much, with waiting for the altar buffs, so you've got the plus speed and the plus research. So keep in mind that if you want the 1.5 million, then get it on day 6 just before the end of the event. Don't get it like I did last time on day 3, where it's just showing off and in the long term has hurt my account. Anyhow, I hope this helps, that you can get nice big high power on your first week of Rise of Kingdoms using your jumper account.